the spheres were all over, was it Heathrow? Or yeah,
Right.
about a year ago.
It was on the tarmac and then just shot up, apparently.
Well, no, even before then, they went over. They blamed drones at the time, but
there was this one image that was circling around of like this literal sphere.
Yeah, there were these. There was a story where two airports in the UK were locked down pretty much at the same time. I think one was Gatwick and one was Heathrow.
Right.
And they blamed drones.
Mm-hmm.
But the military went in there with all their toys and they couldn't knock them out.
Right.
And these drones, I mean, the average drone has a flight time of maybe 30 minutes. And then it has to land, even if you got like a stack of batteries, you have to be within that kind of radius. Yeah. And then you got to replace the batteries, put it back in again. But these things were there for hours and hours. So these things aren't commercial drones. And the military wouldn't be flying drones over commercial airspace. Mm. So the army went in there and couldn't find anything. When they got close, they disappeared, and then they came back again.
Yeah, but I mean that does,
What I think is happening is that the sphere network will lock down particular areas sometimes. If there is a threat in the air, general airspace, they will lock down the air traffic.
Sure. To not interfere with what they have going on.
Yeah, you stay down there while you deal with this.
But I mean, this gets incredibly complicated when we talk about China and Russia's capabilities as well. Like, what are your thoughts on that? Are they also working in tandem with these things, or are they aware of it? Like,
I don't know.
It would have to be.
So, regarding, they were trying to say that the drones over New Zealand, over New Jersey, were Chinese drones, but it doesn't make any sense because you need to have a power source on that drone.
Mm-hmm.
So is it going to fly all the way to China on a lithium battery?
Yeah, they said it was emanating from the ocean at one point, like some Iranian vessel or something was like the narrative, I think.
I think if there was a Iranian vessel launching drones into U.S. airspace, the U.S. would react very quickly.
I would think so too.
Yeah.
But I mean, we had also last year the big flap at Langley Air Force Base, home of the most F-22 fighters. That's like arguably one of the biggest protected military establishments or Air Force establishments in the United States. And yet for 17 days?
Yeah.
There were things hanging in the sky.
Yeah. So the power source, China can't replicate those power sources.
Yeah.
Or can Russia. I mean, there are things called nuclear batteries, but they're huge and they're heavy and they don't produce the output. So the other option is lithium or it's fuel cell, both of which are limited and they need to be refueled or replaced. So the power, the energy technology just isn't there, especially from China or Russia. Russia, people talk about Russia as like some sort of superpower. I mean, yeah, they're a nuclear superpower, but they're not doing very well in Ukraine.
Tech, yeah.
Oh, right. So they're not militarily as powerful as people think. Nor is China.
Yeah, there's that argument of like nobody wanting to show their hand.
Yeah.
But also at the end of the day, I mean, that you could say that about anything.
I mean, the truth is the only country in the world that has the resources to reverse engineer or capitalize on UAP technology is the US because it's got the budget.
Yeah, and they've been doing it for a long time.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah, they're showing up at all these crashes all around the world too.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, when the New Jersey drones are, as I said, it's a big portion of it is a sphere network because of the formations that are repeating. And then they've been monitored by US drones. It's that simple.
Fascinating stuff, man. This is really, really interesting. What's something that you looked at in the past other than videos that has convinced you a little bit more about this narrative?
Well, my experience inside 30 East Drive and all the haunting stuff and the patterns and what I call machine patterns. Also, I figured out how to trigger poltergeist activity as well in the building.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah. In fact, there's a competition out there. Like if you can prove like Paranormal Activity or something will give you like £100,000.
Yeah, $1 million, James Randi. The Amazing
like
Randi.
And I contacted them, and I sent my video, and they said, "Oh, no, you've got to have magic powers to do it." I was like, "What?" So I said, "Look, I haven't got magic powers, but I do know technically how to do it." And they said, "Oh no, you got to do it via magic psychic powers." So they kind of changed the goalposts on that one.
They do that though.
Yeah. So yeah, but in a nutshell, how it works is if you put a pram at the top of the stairs in 30 East Drive, and you put a doll in it, and it will be thrown down the stairs literally once or twice a week, maybe 3 times a week.
Why?
Because the AI is trying to
it hates babies.
No, it's trying to it's just trying to move you away.
Right.
So it's
I see.
I think
well, that's interesting.
So how it models out is like this: is the Type 3 spheres are producing high energy emissions, gamma radiation and microwave radiation, or microwave signaling to be specific, and then you have a thing called spontaneous human combustion.
That's what I wanted to get into next.
Yeah. So if you look at pictures of people who have had this happen to them, their hands are just sit here like relaxed. Like if you were on fire, you would be like this. You'd be
running around the house.
Yeah, you'd be trying to fight the fire. But what's happening is it's happening so fast that the brain isn't responding. So you're just sitting there.
Vaporized.
Yeah. And so what can replicate that? Well, it's high energy gamma radiation, high energy microwaves. So what it appears to be, I mean, there's only been 200 cases of spontaneous human combustion. I think it's approximately 200. And there hasn't been any recent cases of it, but there was a period of time when it was. And the way I look at it is that it almost looked like there was some sort of software upgrade that went out and then retracted,
Right.
Because
like a patch.
Yeah. And so we got
the new expansion, the new exploding body expansion. Like, well, maybe we dial that one back a little bit.
So it's like you have the Type 3s in the building that when they need to relay, instead of producing very high energy emissions, they produce poltergeist activity to move you away, and then they broadcast. But if you happen to stay in it or close to it, you either get a dose of radiation, or you get a dose of spontaneous human combustion.